Welcome. We are getting ready for the playoffs, just about to kick in Kansas City. Screen. And we will have Kansas City, Pittsburgh, which has kicked. I'm going to share the link. And let's see where we pick it up. 2nd and 10 for Kansas City at the 22. Looks like the first play of game from scrimmage was a incomplete pass, and now we got a 1-yard gain for Damian Williams. Makes it 3rd and 9 for KC. Big 3rd and 9. Starting out, trying to avoid 3 and out. In the nickel. Against a shotgun, very predictable. Short pass to Damian Williams, not double teamed, picks up 14. Mahomes doing what Mahomes does. 3rd and long, short pass. You do everything right on 1st and 2nd, and Mahomes will break your back. Out from the 37. Blocking back formation. Guessed wrong off tackle. 7 big yards on 1st down. Second and 3 now for Kansas City. Sticking with Damian Williams as the halfback. 12 carries left. Not a big load. But going back to him again. Picks up the 1st down, chains move to midfield. Haven't had much time to research today at all, so we'll be looking back at some of the stats from the season together for the first time. So far, definitely a running posture for KC. Probably trying to generate some run guesses by the Pittsburgh D. Another run. Another 7 on 1st down. Sets up 2nd and short. Pittsburgh's probably of the notion here to just give up these first downs. Bend, don't break. You have a 2nd and 3, just play it safe. Getting to a 3rd and short is not going to be much gain for Pittsburgh's D. That's correct. It's exactly what happens here as Williams is up the middle and gets the 1st down. So now another chance. Pittsburgh might take some chances here. They need some good 1st down defense. Nearing field goal range. Here is a flat pass to Kelsey. Guessed right. Unlikely INT. Drops as incomplete. 2nd and 10. Okay, 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Ears perk up a little bit. Sean McCoy enters the game as the halfback. Brings a 4 pass blocking rating with him. Take a look at the injuries. Pittsburgh got a lot of people back this week. 2nd and 10, no blitz. Going short to Kelsey. 3 men in the zone. Gets it for 10. Holding is called, however. That marches the KC Chiefs back 10 yards, 2nd and 20. McCoy in the game. He brings with him his own 14 carries. Draw to McCoy. No gain. 3rd and long. Things looking good for the Steelers D here. It was a 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 41. Kansas City had rattled off a couple first downs in a row, looked poised to make a charge at the end zone. Holding penalties can kill drives, and that's likely going to happen here. But still, one more chance for this electric Chiefs defense. Let's see what happens. Is he going to go for the 15 and set up a 4th down conversion scenario, or is he going to go for it all? This early in the game? I bet he goes short or flat. Let's see. Nope, going deep. I am wrong. Minkah Fitzpatrick is back there as the 6, protecting. He does a good job. Incomplete. 4th and 20, and here comes the punt squad for the Chiefs. It's the return, despite the chance for the kick to be blocked. At 3, they'll likely let it bounce. And it's a touchback. Here comes Big Ben. With only 62 passes attempted. Big Ben is in the ballgame. We tend to get some wild cards with 62 passes attempted, and this is pretty wild. So the interception on 9 deep, but only 2 through 4, 11, 12. Not many opportunities for catches deep. Have to rely on the receiver cards for that. Ben does not give you much more short or flat either. Interception on 10, despite the low chance. Flat. Rough sledding here. No mess run opportunity. And starts out with 3rd and 4. Hasn't guessed wrong, but only picks up 3. So a quick 3 and out for the Steelers. That's a disappointing start. 54 yards. Goes a beautiful bounce for the Steelers. 63 net. Will put the Chiefs back at their own 8. I don't think we're sharing the screen properly here. Share. Oh, great. Looks like we have a problem with the broadcast. Trying to fix it. We're going to start this over. We're going to give a new link. Very, very sensitive today, this program, for some reason. All right. Starting out from the own one. We've got to share this with everybody else. Hide. Thank you. Invite. Copy to clipboard. New link. Kansas City gets out of it. 16-yard must run. Just going to clean up some more stuff over here on Slack if I can. Delete this if possible. Let's edit it. Just do this. See below. Getting any breaks here. Delete message. Yeah. Okay. Let's catch up. What happened here? Looks like there's a penalty. Yeah. First and 18 after the OPI. KC comes right back with a 16-yard gain by LaShawn McCoy. Second and 2, 2:42 left in the first. No score. The first quarter over under had to be 10. So looking like an under here, no doubt. The offensive ranks of these squads. See if we can find them here. Chiefs were number 3 in offense. Steelers down around 20, might be 19th. 20th on the pass, 17th on the run, so kind of balanced. Pittsburgh gives up a chunk of penalty yards, and it's 1st and 10 nearing midfield again. So KC setting up again for another scoring opportunity. Opportunity so far has not come to fruition. 1st and 10. Williams is down to 7 carries left. Going deep to Tyreek. Double team by Minka. Still picks up 30. But the offsides brings it back. Well called by Pittsburgh. They deserve that. They deserve the little break. First and 15 now, back up from their own 42. Staying in the blocking back formation. Sherman at the blocking back position. Robinson and Hill split wide. Excellent defense here for Pittsburgh. Excellent against the run. Good to excellent against the pass. Guessed wrong. Picks up 7. 2nd and 8. This game so far is playing out from a game script perspective the way Pittsburgh would want it to play out. That can change quickly, though, with this offense. Pittsburgh ideally wants to keep this score low, wants to get a lead, and then try to manage the lead, keep it within 1 score, and see what happens in the 4th. Guessed wrong yet again on the run. McCoy gets the dreaded 5, 3rd and long. Frustrating for Tim. The 3rd and long here. Double teaming almost every play is Pittsburgh. Not getting it right. Tyreek gets 13 on the dump to Sammy Watkins. We had a second high linebacker opportunity. None was coming. And a key conversion. So take a look at the field goal kicking unit. Kansas City, they go to the 39, 2 through 6. So pretty effective. In field goal range already. 13 yards on the 6. Puts them to the 25, 1st and 10. Opening plays of the 2nd quarter. Now changing it up. Bringing Bell at tight end. 2nd tight end for the Chiefs. Damian Williams in the backfield. Looking past Tyreek. He's being double teamed by TJ Watt. That will not work as a double team. And another 6. The 3rd in a row. All 7s for 39 yards. Is that right? I think so. Puts Pittsburgh at the 12 going in. Kansas City at the 12 going in. Short pass to Kelsey, trying to get it right now, and gets it. Touchdown. Harrison buck around for the extra point. It is good. So, there you go. Pittsburgh has a hole to dig out of. Not where they want to be. But let's see. As mediocre as the Pittsburgh offense has been, as subpar as the Cards are, we have an injury here. So let's see here for the rest of the game. No zeros have popped up on the KC side. Let me look. Am I missing him here? Where is he? Oh, there he is, right there. So loses the nose. That's a 4, but has another one. So not a significant loss for the Chiefs. Meanwhile, we got Pittsburgh first down. And the first down run to Connor for 5 brings him out to the Pittsburgh 44. Pittsburgh putting together a little drive, going back to what I wanted to look at before, which is the notebook for the home team here. Average to poor run defense, good pass defense. Plenty of holes, 0 linebacker, all the way across the board. You see Pitt running here. 3rd and 2. Pitt so far has passed 5 times and run 5 times. Rudolph in the game. I don't know if he announced that or not. After the first down run. Did we see an announcement there? I guess not. I don't think an announcement is required in this league. But the switch to Rudolph away from Big Ben. Let's take a look. Indicates not going to go deep. Very much disincentivized to go deep with that pick. Better flat passing card, better short passing card. So looks like a short game is up ahead here for the Steelers. 2nd and 9 goes to 3 wide. Interesting call. Runs out of it. Gets a yard. Chris Jones makes a big play. 3rd and 8. Oh. Down 7-0. 9:18 left in the second. Whether this is 4 down territory, I think is a big question. We're 7 minutes away from the NFC kick. 4 wide against the nickel. Samuels gets the line bucket. It is 4 down territory, and he gets hit with the one die. So drive will end there. 4th and 9 for the Steelers. Short punt. Put the Chiefs at the 15. And here comes Mahomes. No game number yet for the NFC matchup. 1st and 10 from the 15. KC with the chance to go up 2 scores. Another guess wrong run. Another 5. 2nd and 11. On this 2nd and long, KC has proven it's not afraid to run. Seems to enjoy the guess wrong running. Has not really been able to elicit many run calls from the Steelers D yet. Another guess wrong run for a yard. 2 guessed wrong runs, net, no gain. We've all been there, no fun for Tim. But he seems to have the right medicine for this problem on the 3rd and 10. Patrick Mahomes. I love most about that short pass right card is that interception. I think it's 2-3, 2-3-12 maybe. Guessed right. Hits the correct double team. Incomplete. Shows as a failed double team attempt. 4th and 10. successful double team, yeah. Net of 31 yards. Pittsburgh's in business. 6:54 left in the half. Just right past the Connor. Ball's incomplete. No penalty on the KC penalty card. Now looking at the second and long. Tim's got to be tempted to guess run here. Doesn't. KC picks up a big penalty, moves the Steelers into field goal range at the 25. So 6 yards, 15 tacked on. Let's take a look at Pittsburgh's field goal unit. Excellent field goal kicking from 32 and in. So already in near chip shot range. And picks up 8 on first down. Awaiting kick in Dallas. Saints take on the Cowboys. Top seed, Wildcard, Dallas, facing lowest seed Saints, but who is the favorite? I really have not seen the Cowboys all year, so it's tough for me to say. I just know that the Saints are really tough, really tough when you get the flat passing of Drew Brees going. 6 yards for Snell, 1st and 10. Now in the red zone safely. 5:06 left. Plenty of time for Mahomes here before the half ends when he gets the ball back. Here comes the blitz against a nickel. Expect a run here. Maybe a flat pass. Let's see. Here's the run. He gets a yard. He gets 11 because of the boxes, and Frank Clark is out for the game as well. That's a big loss. The defensive line of the Chiefs has taken a few hits. And you know what, though? Now with a tie game, Pittsburgh can find a way to the half. I believe they get the ball. They can find a way to the half with the game tied against the dented KC defensive line and an already suspect run defense. Pittsburgh has to be happy with that. Doesn't mean they're going to win, but they have to be happy with that. Like their chances. KC will start off from the 27. 8:28, still waiting on the game number in Big D. Start to get that one fired up here. We'll probably join that one at the half. Oh, no, still 4:30. We'll see how it goes. $11-yard pickup on first down. Guessed right, short passing. $3:54. All the timeouts, as usual, left for the Chiefs. Running, 5 yards. Hargrave can't make the stop. Second and 5. See a blitz here. Linebacker draw. Nobody behind him. 5 yards. Let's see, they'll accept that penalty. So you decline. It's the first down. Uses up a McCoy carry. I don't know why. I don't pretend to know everything, so I don't get it, but I don't know everything. 1st and 10 for KC. Approaching midfield. 8:30. We're ready for a kickoff, I believe, in Big D. Unless I have my times wrong. KC with OPI pushes them back. Oof, 242. Really interesting play there. Nice break for the Steelers. First and 20. Running again to McCoy. Picks up 2. Avoids an offensive penalty on the 1-1-1 call. The offensive injury and avoids a penalty. Whew. Living dangerously. 2nd and 18. Living dangerously by running a line buck. Can't be more conservative than that. Approaching the 2-minute warning. McCoy down to 5 carries left. Damian Williams is used a lot too. Going 3 wide. One thing to see is, the Pittsburgh going deep. Tyreek, nobody in zone. Incomplete. Holding against KC. Declined. Brings up the 3rd and 18. Also, that's a questionable. That's a tough one. I tend to agree here with Pitt's call for sure. It could go either way. There's no bad way to call that one. I agree, though. You're trying to get KC off the field. You're not trying to get field position for a field goal here, especially given your kicker does not have any significant long range. You want to get out of this half tied and get the ball, which I believe is the case. I missed the kickoff, but I believe that's the case at the half. So let's see here. I'm missing the boat on this Dallas game. Let's see. I thought we started at 8:30 Eastern. It's okay. So the top of the hour, 9 o'clock. My fault. So we're still up in time. 3rd and 18. Haven't missed a beat. 3-2-6. Gonna let him run. I would let him run. Use up those McCoy carries if you want to. He does. Gets the first down on 24 yards, double box. Oh my. Unlikely play. Pays off for the Chiefs. Makes up for all those penalty calls. So poetic justice. 137 left in field goal range at the 36. As anybody who's played me knows, there's no use complaining about the dice. The dice giveth and they taketh away. So they gave everything to Pitt, and they promptly took it away. 3 wide, again in the dime. I like that call. 6 yards and now an illegal contact. I imagine KC will decline this one. And they accept. Boy, I cannot predict KC's penalty decisions. 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the dime and into the 3-4 for Pitt. 1:30 left. All the timeouts left on both sides. Off tackle to Damian. Picks up a big block. Big block from his big tackle. Williams only has 5 carries left. Second and 2, first down to Williams. Entering the red zone. Three, 4, no blitz coming from Pitt against this great Kansas City offensive line. Looking pass, nobody home. 10 yards. Offside will be declined. Take a look at the Pittsburgh pass interception numbers. 2 through 9 deep. It's gorgeous. 2 through 6, 4 men. 2 through 5. Pretty stout defense there in terms of INTs, which may explain some of the play calling from KC so far. One short pass here, though, gives Mahomes and the Chiefs a lead. Here comes the blitz now. 37 seconds left. Pitt has not used timeouts. Likely start using them right now if it's not too late already. Linebuck draw 2 yards, and I expect a timeout here from somebody. KC takes it. One of those times where you're probably going to play hard for the TD. At least that's what I would do on KC. I'm not really happy with the 3-point lead at the half. Short pass, guest run. This is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Gets a guest, his first, I think, the first guest wrong passing opportunity of the day in a key spot. And it falls incomplete. Look at that. So many opportunities for a completion. Kicking with 22 seconds on a third down. No, he's not. Sorry, offense takes a timeout. I'm just looking at the formation. That hasn't been called. That's Strat doing the funny Strat thing. We'd expect 3 or 4 wide here. 3 wide, probably, from KC. Probably never go 4 wide. Don't want to take Kelsey off the field. Keeps Bell in instead of the third wide receiver to keep running as an option, I guess. Here's a blitz call. Seems appropriate. Is he going to double, or is he going to blitz, or is he going to do a little bit of both? Big moment in the game here. Goes to Bell. Not double teamed. Incomplete. Well, here comes Bucker. Kick is up, and it is good. Not much time for Pittsburgh. Looks like we're headed to the half. 10-7. One second left. Expected to go down here. Okay, let's take a quick look at the stats. Our halftime stats, 208 to only 71 for Pitt. So nice job by Pittsburgh to hang in this one. 16 first downs to 5. Wow. About double the time of possession. So Pitt needs to be pleased that it's hanging in there. So the bend don't break has worked out. No turnovers at 10-7. And Tim sort of agrees, we just talked about the yardage mismatch, yet it's 10-7. So Pete going to take a short break here. See if we can just get a question in with Tim here or two. Tim. So much running that first half. What can we see in the second? You shouldn't answer. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Mum is the word, Tim says. Yeah. So, try to take a look. I'm an NFC guy as far as the USFFL is concerned. Not too much. I'm not very much aware of teams, cards. Let's see here. Damian Williams, LaShawn McCoy, and that's it. You got Darrell Williams back here. Okay, let's see. Darrell Williams has 41 rushing attempts, so he'll be stuck. Battery running low. Change that while we can here. It's plugged in. So, see if anybody was really enjoying. Tim clearly came out running. Seems to be a strategy. And with a 10-7 lead and most of his carries used up, I'm imagining he's not happy with the way it turned out so far. Doesn't mean he's going to lose. Still very much favored in the game, given the cards. But use up carries, all that guess wrong running, so many low yardage outputs out of that guess wrong running. Can't be what he was hoping for. Pittsburgh, again, has the advantage of facing a banged-up defensive line. I did ask him questions at halftime, but I don't want to compromise with that. Yeah. Lots of guess wrong running, finding the wrong spots on the cards. Except for that third down conversion on the last drive. And here we go. Well, every time Pitt has the ball and doesn't get something out of it, he'll be holding his breath. He wants to stay within a score. So getting any points here will guarantee that upon his next possession. 3 wide against, he's still got a decent defensive line. Yeah. Running out of the 3 wide. There's the 0 on the end. Connor can't get the block. Quick third and long. Big test for Rudolph here. Plays it safe. Looking for the 6, doesn't get it, 4th down. Quick 3 and out. From the 34 is Hardman. We wait, fair catch. KC with decent field position. I haven't seen any other spectators join. I'm surprised I saw so many into the Philly game yesterday. Flat pass, 2 men in the zone. Incom going to the defensive card. Nice start for the Pittsburgh defense. Pittsburgh has every reason to pin their ears back, yes pass, with the low carries here. 3 wide makes it even more so. Short pass, 4 men in zone. Nice juicy pick on 9 on the defensive part, and he just falls short. Oh my! Oh, the 7. Hart skips a beat on the KC side. 3rd and long. Kelsey against that 0. Watkins against the 4. Can't be afraid to throw at those 5s either. A lot of options here for KC. Linebuck draw to McCoy. He only gets 2, and it's a punt. Steelers hold. Two possessions, 2 punts. From the 17 is Deontay Johnson. 2 yards. Starting out a more traditional set. Snell gets 5. That's what Pittsburgh needs. Again into a standard formation, not 3 wide, not 4. Picks up the guest right. Avoids the penalty. 1st and 10 out to 34. Short pass to Deontay, 3 men in zone, 5 on the dump off to Connor. Gotta like that up 1st down for Pitt. 2nd and 5. Guest right passing, and the flat picks up 23 on the 6. And now Pitt's in business. Up to the KC 38, not in field goal range yet, but approaching. Off tackle to Snell, only gets 1. That's a nice looking card, though. Connor has 8 carries left. Samuels should have a bunch. Yep, 9. And 3 wide on 2nd and long. Flat pass to Schuster gets 22. Inside the red zone, down to the 15. Against the nickel. Expect a run here from Connor to get it 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Tim taking another passing posture. He surprises with a run call here. It's in the cards. Nope, looking pass against the 4, incomplete. Finds the hole on Johnson's card, 3rd and 7. Pittsburgh's kicker strong enough where taking a sack is not a big deal. 4 wide. Schuster back out there. Will they go for the first down or? Yep, go short. Deontay Johnson, Schuster does not get the reading. Therefore, 4th and 7. Boswell hits it, 2 through 11. And we are tied at 10. KC starts from the 24. And we have a Dallas game number. Short pass, falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. We'll get this guy set up. Three wide. 6 minutes left in the third. We are tied at 10. Hardman is double teamed by Minka. He still gets it through. First down. Nice throw from Mahomes. And we're ready for kickoff in Dallas. Dallas will start with the ball. So we got 2 games going now. Here we go. 10-10 in one game. Just starting in the other. Going deep. Hardman double teamed by Minka. Dumps it off for 6 to Samuel Watkins. We'll be jumping between the 2 games. Pretty easy to tell which one we're watching. Should be able to follow along pretty easily here. Kelsey is double teamed by Devin Bush on the flat pass. We have pass interference against Kansas City or -2. Interesting call here. Go either way. Accepts it. Brings up a 2nd and 14. Tim has a little problem with the officials. New Orleans is making some changes based on the blowout Carolina victory that put him into the playoffs. Long pass to Kelsey. Sorry, flat pass to Robinson. Gets 11, 3rd and 3. Big 3rd down for KC approaching midfield. Will he use up one of Williams' carries here? It's in the cards. No blitz on. Oh, another great double team call. A slew of them by Pittsburgh. Incomplete on the double team. Would have been a first down without it. 4th and 3. Pittsburgh at their 44. They're going to have to punt it. Yeah, Tim chimes in with great calls, and they sure have been great double teams. Just great double teams from Pitt. Return team jumps on the field. Get ready for that punt. Still no plays in Dallas. Coffin corner from their own 44, avoiding the Pittsburgh returners. That's 33, and Pittsburgh's up at the 23-yard line. Guessed wrong for Samuels. Not the strongest running card, loses the yard. More of a pass catcher. Second and long. Not where Pete wants to be. Connor into the ball game. 7 carries left. Off tackle has a nice off tackle card. Gets 5. 3rd and 6. Containment in effect. Stay right here for this 3rd down. 2:42 left in the 3rd. Samuel's into the game. He is an AYAC. There we get a spectator. Good news there. 4 wide against the nickel. Flat pass, 1 man in zone, incomplete on the receiver's card. Offside against Kansas City. Oh my, 3rd and 1. We'll do it again. And they're playing in Dallas. And the Cowboys are driving. Up to the New Orleans 41. 3rd and 1. 2:24 left. Rudolph sneaking it is going to get, let's see if he's capped here. I'm not sure if he's capped. He's capped at 13. Not too bad. 13 out of the possible 16. Pete will gladly take it. Pittsburgh, 1st down at the 45. 2nd and 9 for the Cowboys. At the 40, they're already into field goal range. The field goal range for the Cowboys extends to the 46-yard line, where Forbath is 2 through 6, 11, and 12, all the way out to the 46. So well into field goal range. He doesn't improve much until all the way till around the 10, but he does have a nice long field goal. 3rd and 4 for the Cowboys there. 2nd and 10 after an incompletion for Pittsburgh. 4 yards to Schuster. We'll bring up another 3rd and medium for Pitt from midfield. Cannot believe that Pittsburgh thinks this is 4-down territory. So looking for the 1st down here. Probably looking for the right flat pass to make. Might surprise with a short one. What is KC going to do with that free safety? Double teams Johnson going to Samuel. Samuels gets 5. 1 yard short. This is going to test Pete. Really reveal a lot about game plan right here. This is a revealing call. Let's see. Tough one. It just depends on what your view is. Obviously, it's important. Pete chimes in. Decision time. No doubt. Check in on Dallas. They're in the red zone. And they score at a 10-yard pass to Jason Witten. Great opening drive for the Cowboys. Tim says we both know you're going. Let's see. Laycock is winding down. And it's a punt. I agree with you, Pete. I am with you here. Feel free to disagree. Agree or disagree. You can go either way. But I agree. Defense is looking good. KC has to pass. You got great INT readings on your defensive card. Tim showing some conservatism there. Gets a nice punt. Will pin the Chiefs back to the 4. Reese starts out with a look-in pass guessed wrong. Going to get only 5 yards. Was hoping for a lot more than that. Jared Cook didn't fumble. That's good news for the Saints. A guessed wrong run to Damian Williams. Devin Bush out for the rest of the game. Oh, it's a big loss for the Steelers. And a 12-yard run for Damian Williams. We lose the Dallas game somehow. Looks like we did. Second and 7 for KC. Short pass, guessed right. Not double team. 3 men in zone. Mahomes warming up, picks up 11. New Orleans in Dallas territory, second and 12. KC, first and 10. McCoy, guessed wrong, gets his short gain. That's the guessed wrong running Tim's been hoping for all game long. It's showing up now. Pretty good time to do it, but still not at the midfield. Third and 6 coming for the Saints. Like 3-3-5 for Dallas against the blocking back. Kamara he can run it. Passing against the 2 men in zone, incomplete. Getting ready for that flat passing. Nice call by Harlan. 4 yards for Damian Williams on the KC side, second and 6. We are into the fourth, well into the fourth. 12:54, tied at 10. Carries are getting short for the Chiefs. Flat pass. 1 man in zone, it's a 6. 6 yards nonetheless. First down, KC. In the Pittsburgh territory. Meanwhile, Dallas has the ball back. How did they get the ball? Must have been a punt. It was 38 yards. Zeke gets 4 on first down. Still waiting the play call in KC. Cooper, incomplete, double teamed. Brings up a third down for Dallas, outside of containment. Draw to Damian Williams, and another short gain for the Chiefs into deep into Pittsburgh territory, into field goal range. Williams is now out of carries. Only 1 rush till level 2. McCoy, 2 away. Tim uses up McCoy here. He needs to get 7 on this drive. Dallas picked up the first down on the 15-yard catch. Ooh, first and 10 for Dallas out to the 23. Going deep. Nobody in zone. Picks up 9 on the dump off. Meanwhile, KC picked up 7 yards to the Pittsburgh 25. 11:24 left. Damian Williams in the game. 0 men in zone. Need some yards here for your team. Gets 12. Joe Hayden out for 2 games. Oh, big injury for the Steelers if they advance. Now you got a 0 on Tyreek Hill. That changes things a bit. You might see Minka shading over, but now you got Hill or Kelsey again, 0s. Blitz is on. At the 13, first and 10. Short pass away from a touchdown on certain readings. Looking past to Kelsey, a man is there. 6 reading resulted in a touchdown for KC, and that's a huge one. 16-10 KC. Bucker on for the extra point, and it is good. 17-10. And we keep on dropping Dallas game for some reason. Touchback. Pitt down 7. 10:30 left. He's going to get this game back up. Still 7-0, New Orleans with ball. So Pittsburgh started out with a 13-yard catch on a flat pass, guessed right, short gain. Puts them up at the 38. Good play to start the drive for Pitt. Guessed wrong run, gets a short gain. These runners are finding the short gains. However, there's a holding call on Pittsburgh. Oh, does that hurt? Oh, does that hurt? Oh, that's hurt. That's hurtful. Penalties have tilted to Pittsburgh most of the game, and right then and there, that one bites hard against the Pittsburgh offense. Third penalty, 30 yards against 763 for KC. Kind of right back at it. Gets 4. Going to be 2nd and 16. Against the nickel. Connor in the backfield. Looking past to Washington, looking for the 6, doesn't get it. Gets the reading, though, of 10 yards on the yak. Washington, who is a D, finds the good reading somehow. 3rd and manageable-ish for Pittsburgh. We are likely looking at 4-down territory with a 4 or 5 yard gain here. That's why he's going to Samuels, but he gets the one guy. 4th and 6, gonna have to punt. Yep, no hesitation at all from Pitt. A block is on. Back to the 11, no X. Hardman. Hits 13. 34 net. KC starts off on the 24. 3rd down here for New Orleans in Dallas territory. Blocking back formation. Taysom Hill at tight end. Cook at the blocking back. A strong Kamara gets 4 yards on the containment. 4th and 1. Got to guess he was thinking 4 downs with the run call there. Indeed he was. 4th and 1 here. We'll keep a close eye on that. 1st and 10 after a 13-yard short pass, guessed right. KC. Here's the 4th and 1 for Dallas. Short pass again, guessed wrong. He throws incomplete. Breeze could not find it, guessed wrong. No penalty on the X. Dallas takes over at the 35. Meanwhile, no gain for Damian Williams. 2 linebackers in zone. Must have been a guessed right draw. 2nd and 10. Tim showing no fear of the halo. Short yardage against Kelsey's short pass, well in favor of the Chiefs, and they convert 1st down and 10 toward midfield. It's about that time where Pittsburgh is going to take some chances. I guess I wouldn't take too many chances. You're still in a decent position if you're Pitt. Just need three plays here. Long pass to Harbin. No one in zone. He's sacked. 5 yards by Dupree. 2nd and 15. Can't get greedy, but Pitt was probably open for more than 5 yards on that sack. A 3rd and 6 is completed for 33 yards because of Witten being capped at 33. Moves Dallas in the field goal range. Ooh. Looking past the Bell, gets nothing. We've got a 3rd and 15. Huge play here, 2 zeros. So, chess match of strat. 2 zeros can yield 15 on the 7 on the defensive card, which I would assume, therefore, he's going to go to Watkins or Hardman, assuming the double teams on Kelsey and Hill. Let's see how it works out. Off tackle. I'm surprised at that. Surprise me. Let's see what's going on here. 3rd and 15. Here's the run. Roll those dice, Tim. -1. TJ Watt out for the rest of the game. Oof. Dropping like flies. But right now, if you're Pittsburgh, you're more concerned about your offense than your defense because it's 4th down and 16. Another coffin corner punt. I'm afraid of that return. I don't blame him. 19-yard line. Pittsburgh starts out 4 wide with Samuels in the backfield. A definite passing posture. Flat pass to Samuels. Can't find a spot on the card. 2nd and 10. Dallas deep in the red zone of New Orleans, trying to take a 2-score lead here with 11:24 left in the second. Zeke gets 6. On the 2nd and 10, Connors picked up 3. It's 3rd and 7 for Pittsburgh. You might get 4 down territory here if they get 5 or 6 yards. Get 17. No penalties. 1st down, Pittsburgh. Out to the 39. Meanwhile, Dallas scores on a 4-yard Cooper catch. The extra point is good because he's 2 through 12. We don't need to watch that. 14-0 in Dallas for the Cowboys. Great start for Harlan. Flat pass to Connor. Incomplete. Second and 10. Pittsburgh showing 4 wide again. Samuels in the backfield. Definite passing posture. 3-3-5. 3 minutes left. Juju gets 6. 3rd and 4. Lots of options here for Pitt. No doubt 2 down territory. Let's see if Samuel stays in the game here. I assume not. We're going to see a back with a better running card here. Here's Connor. Yeah. Out of 3 wide. Makes sense to me. You're just guessing if you're Tim. I mean, he goes to the nickel. Going to guess run out of the nickel? Probably. This is a high probability of that. Let's see. Nope, guesses pass. He's willing to give up those 4 yards, and he does give them up. 6 yards for Connor. 1st down and 10 at midfield. 2 minutes left. Coming down to the wire in KC. Flat pass, guess right, 1 man in zone. Incomplete. Another 2nd and 10 for Pitt. Somewhat low percentage chance here, though, for KC. I'm sorry, for Pittsburgh. We're looking at under 40% chance conversion. There's a look-in pass. Looking for the 6. Doesn't get it. 7 yards. KC takes the ball over, and that should do it. KC will look to advance. 3 timeouts or not going to leave much time. Takes a knee. He'll cough and corner this. Not going to run out the clock. So Pitt, Pitt with 1 timeout. Whoa, so confused. Oh, Pitt was calling it out. I thought KC was calling it out. Okay. But yeah, that is the ballgame. Sorry, everybody. That is it. KC advances. Take a look at who they're playing and the matchups in the second round for the AFC shortly. I'm getting a not responding over here in this game, so I'm going to close this puppy out and rejoin. And that is it. We'll talk to Tim shortly, we hope. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about that game with the coaches momentarily. Rejoin Dallas. It's 14-7. Dallas driving again. New Orleans has not found an answer. Went deep, incomplete to Gallup. It's 4th and 4 for Dallas from the 35. It's going to go for it. Not going to take advantage of that long field goal. Well, it doesn't have contain. Might make sense here. I would agree. Off tackle draw. Guessed wrong. Gets 4 first down Dallas. 18 yards for Zeke. Back into New Orleans. Red zone again. Touchdown, Dallas. Zeke for 13. No answer so far for this Dallas offense. It is strong. Kick is up and it is good. 21-7. We're going to step away from the broadcast for just a moment for a quick break. We'll leave it up right here. Right back. Okay, we're back. We're going to add our guys. You both there, Pete, Tim?
Yes, that's right.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Great game, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, amazing game.
Really good. Good one. Sorry, should get myself resituated here. Proper lubrication for broadcasting. You know, your voice might get a little hoarse. All right. Well, Pete, Tim, great game. Tim, congrats on the win.
Thank you very much. That was a tough win. Pete really stuck it to me most of that game.
Well, yeah, it was quite the game script, Pete. It seemed to really go your way from a script perspective, right? I mean, that's the way you wanted the game to go, I imagine. Pete, can you hear me? We might not have Pete's audio. Pete, just let us
Possibly.
know. All right, well, Tim, let's start with you then.
There might be a mute button for you there, Pete.
Tim, what were your thoughts? Tons of questions, but give us your impression.
You know, it reminds me of so many games I've had down the stretch. They kind of dominated the team in the first half of the year, but in the second half of the year, it's been a struggle no matter who I play. I can't seem to get the offense to be consistent. I certainly am struggling to pass the ball more than run. So I've been running a lot more than I really anticipate, I guess. So,
well, I mean, all those guessed wrong runs that you could not convert in the first, you certainly did on that game-winning drive.
Yeah, I mean, I had some good runs, and the reality is playing Pittsburgh right now kind of reminds me of the game I had against New England where I simply couldn't move the ball. And there were games early in the year where I would just say, to hell with it, and just start chucking it and let Mahomes be Mahomes. But that has not been a real good formula this half of the season. I've not been really efficient on offense, and I've been much more willing to play a slow, ball control offense, which I think is a bad overall decision. But I don't know. Pittsburgh did a great deal, and I had to do what I had to do to make sure I stayed ahead.
Yeah. Well, you know, penalties hurt you.
Oh, yes.
You know, with the exception of holding on Pitt to slow them down, but they recovered from that, and the incompletes really got them at the end. But otherwise, penalties were hurting you. Guess wrong running spots were hurting you.
He was all over my receiving crew. He blended his double coverage perfectly to really lean on Tyreek and Travis Kelce. But he was willing to blend in the other pieces, and there almost wasn't a receiver that he didn't double team, and it was effective. It was keeping me off balance.
Yeah, for a drive or two there, those double team calls were amazing. Great job by Pete there.
Yeah, he did a great job
in the first few drives of the second half. Yeah, Pittsburgh certainly had its chances. I mean, there's no way if you're Pete, if you feel like, you know, it was a poor effort. It was a great effort. As you noted at halftime, you were dominating the yards. KC was up, 150 yards?
It was 208 to 71 at halftime.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was barely up by 3 points. So he did a good job. And the field position was killing me too, starting at my 14 in the first half. And combine that with the fact that every time he stopped me, I had to kick to that punt returner that I didn't want to kick to, period.
You sure didn't. Lots of coffin corners.
Yeah, I did some coffin. I did coffin corners from my own 40, knowing that, you know, he was going to get, you know, respectable field position. But, I mean, it's such a tight game. I just can't take the chance unless I have to and kick into that kicker. Not when I simply am having trouble scoring left and right. So
So next week, and by the way, Pete, if you can hear us, just please
Yeah, chime in if you can hear us at all, Pete.
check your mic, Pete. And if you don't mind, feel free to DM him, Tim.
Yeah, I think he can hear us. Can you give us a thumbs up? Can you hear us, Peter? See, I think Peter hears us just fine. Somehow, Peter, you've got to just find the unmute button. For me, I know it shows up right when you're logging into the broadcast. So you might
Oh yeah, let me see.
log in again and see if that unmute is there.
So he's not muted. As far as we're concerned, he's not muted. Pete is very much here. Meanwhile, we got Saints driving to the Dallas 26. Really an important drive here for the Saints who need to stay within one score. Have not really been able to find an answer to the Dallas offense so far. Kamara gets wrong, only gets a yard, 3rd and long. Next week, let's talk about the matchups next week real fast, Tim. So, what are our 2 matchups in the AFC?
So, with me winning this game as the 3 seed, that means that I'm going to play not the 1 seed. The 1 seed will skip me, so that means I'm going to New England. I'll be taking on the Patriots, and the winner of the other wild card game will head to Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Denver and the Titans on Tuesday, and the winner of that will go to Baltimore. And I get New England, and even though New England absolutely buried me to where my only offensive points came in the final minute, I would still much rather go to New England and face that defense than have to face Baltimore. I'd like to see somebody else eliminate Baltimore. I still feel much more confident against New England.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not too familiar with the AFC. I assume the defensive cards are strong. Good linebacking core, good defense all the way around, good corners, good D-line.
Yeah, New England plays a really good blend defense, a lot like Peter just did to me, and has a lot of the same defensive advantages that play out well. And in addition to that, he has even a higher, in fact, an elite propensity for turnovers in the passing game. So, whereas against Pittsburgh, I'm far more worried about the blitz. Against England, I'm scared to death he's going to pick the ball. And so, I'll have to be, you can expect probably another blend offense more than you better believe it.
Just shifting back to the game tonight, I got the sense you were afraid of that Pittsburgh INT on the defensive part, and of course, going deep here, that's wrong, incomplete. Got a penalty. You got the sense you were afraid of that interception on the Pittsburgh card, and of course, there was that one reading on the short pass where it was a close call. 7 came up when it was a 2 through 6, I believe 11-12. Short pass INT. Were you playing against and trying to avoid that INT?
I mean, so normally I don't care as much, but as I said, second half of the season, my offense is struggling. It struggled tonight in a way that didn't surprise me just because of what I've been seeing, which is obviously Joe's fault, and I've got to figure it out. And I didn't figure it out tonight. I did just enough to win, but I certainly was playing a very cautious game when I knew that I was only up by 3 at half, and how well he was playing. You're making the decision at that point: limit turnovers, focus on field position. I did know that he was going to struggle against me offensively, and he really did almost the entire game. And I have enough talent against that particular team when I'm playing defense to really just sit. And that's really all I did. I sat in the same shell, called the same defense on probably 80% of the plays. Just let the talent take over and not let me screw it up by trying to mix something in crazy. Not when it's not close to game. No way.
Well, I thought Pete got what he wanted on that last drive, especially on that last series. 1st and 10, flat pass, guess right, one man in zone. That's really what he wanted, and it fell incomplete. 2nd and 10, flat pass. guessed right. One man in zone again, fell incomplete.
Yep.
The expectation there is that you're going to get at least 4 yards pop.
You would think.
And he didn't find it. That was the right strategy.
But again, that was one of the, as much as I struggled on offense, defense, like I say, I could just kind of let the talent take over. So he's driving, and I'm just gambling all game. That offense is not going to put together an 80-yard drive against me for the most part. And on that last drive as he crosses midfield, it's still just a matter of would I take a chance and cover all the flats? Certainly, my game preparation told me that he uses flat pass a ton. So I stuck to it.
You kept that free safety back, right, for the most part?
Yeah, I did for the most part. I probably used him to double team a couple times. Certainly, I'm always going to lean toward blitzing the safety in the red zone. But for the most part, I kept him back because certainly if I've got nobody in the long pass zone, that's going to be a place where my cards will be exposed for sure. And in a game where he's going to have a hard time stringing together enough sequential first downs, there's absolutely no reason to just allow him the opportunity to sneak in the right call at the right time. Mm-hmm. And, I was going to make him work for it because I really felt like defensively I could control him all game. His quarterbacks really aren't good enough to throw a lot of short passes. He's going to have to sit in the flat. I feel confident, just sitting there and letting the cards take over.
You saw Ben early. I think it was the first drive only, and then he was gone.
Yeah, and I was also concerned because my blitzers, Chris Jones and Frank Clark, happened to align with his very best pass blockers. They were sevens. So that was another reason to sit back. I didn't anticipate getting a lot of sacks against those guys. And then also, that was also why a lot of times I would shift to a formation that would go with 3-down linemen, like a 3-3-5. If I could sit and make myself comfortable doing that, it slides Chris Jones over to the nose tackle, hurts him a little bit against the run, and even his pass rush rating. But at least he's not lining up against a 7 pass blocker that just stonewall on those.
Yeah. Now, poor play for the Saints. That's up Dallas after 30. They thought they'd be pinned. Up 2 scores with the ball, 2:06 left. Important drive here. Touchdown is going to put the Saints in a tough spot.
This game is very much still in play.
Yep. Saints have had a little more success lately. Let's take a look.
Was it big plays or long drives? What was the scoring like?
Well, from what I've been able to, there's a fumble by Zeke that's recovered. I've had a lot of trouble with this game staying in it. It's been kicking me out.
Sure.
And a hold on top of it. Let's see here. Ball possession. So Dallas, it seemed to me, going back and forth, really had no trouble in the first half moving the ball. They've had no 3-and-outs. Take a look at the ball possession here. Even their last punt was an 8-play drive.
Yeah, Dallas
has moved the ball pretty well. Saints have had a little bit of trouble moving the ball. You see that downs failure there on their second drive from the Dallas 35. It's effectively a turnover. So the Saints have been trying to keep up best they can, and they haven't been able to so far. Getting that 3 points on the last drive, I'm sure, was disappointing. And then ending up with no points on this this punt here from the.
They're down here though.
You get right back in it. I mean, but for the most part, Dallas has really held Breeze in check so far.
Really?
Yeah, the flat pass, 6 is guarding it, gets 6 yards, and here's a punt.
I didn't play Dallas. How's the pass defense? Is it pretty solid?
Let's take a look. No, I don't think so. Let's see. Well, pretty good defense all the way around, but let's see.
Because if they're holding Breeze like that.
This one has been pretty buggy for some reason.
That's all right.
Let's see. View, team notebook, home. Dallas D better against the run, the pass, and let's take a look at the pass D. Really nice start for the Saints. No, I mean you can throw pretty much with confidence here. You know,
Yeah,
short passes 2 through 4, interception, one man, long pass 2 through 4.
look at that field position already for the Saints. That's great.
So field goal here puts them within one score. Taysom Hill at halftime. Against the 4-5. Hill can get you some yards. Right on the line buck, he's over 50%, 2+. Guess wrong, he can go anywhere. See what happens here. Short pass against the run, gets 16.
There you go. Yeah.
Saints
Even a field goal here will get you within one score. So it's a big drive.
Yep. Saints are a tough team. I know them pretty well, being in the NFC South.
Yeah.
Um,
And I met them in the Super Bowl last year. So.
I'm very glad out of all the teams, I would not want to face the Saints. Not a good matchup, despite the fact the Falcons shut them out in the first game, but then
that was amazing.
Then the Saints blew the Falcons out in the second game. Josh Hill, incomplete. No, 1 yard. I love that. That's right. Interception rating. He's still getting yards with Breeze.
So big third down here.
Yep. Pretty sure we have a good kicker here for New Orleans. I don't think you'd be too afraid of the sack. You just sort of wheel it back short. Let's see.
Yeah.
Cook is double teamed. 4 yards and another field goal attempt for the Saints. Well, Dallas got to be happy with these field goal attempts.
Yeah.
Hits it. We got a one-score game with 13:30 left.
And so let's think about gaming this out. So if Dallas wins,
They face the Falcons.
3 seed, they would play. I'm trying to figure that out.
They play the Falcons.
They play the Falcons.
Dallas wins, they face the Falcons. New Orleans wins, they face the Saints.
So if the Saints win, they would play the 2 seed. Which
the Saints win, they face the 1 seed.
Saints. So you play the winner of this no matter what?
No, if the Saints win, then the Falcons play the Eagles in a rematch of a really tight contest that the Falcons pulled out on a pass, a long pass to Julio Jones.
Oh yeah, so then you get the Eagles. That makes perfect. And you say you would prefer the Eagles?
No, in this case, it's sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you're the Falcons, but I just don't want to face the Saints. Say that.
That's understandable.
Well, he's a very, very effective flat pass.
Yeah,
and that limits the pass rush.
And I know you've got a triple header of good pass rush, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and not that Dak has a bad flat pass at all, by the way, or Wentz is a little bit weaker, I believe.
Wow, that really is a pretty good passing card for Dak.
Yeah, it sure is. Cowboys looking to go 2 scores again up to midfield. Get 6. Second and 4. Now you're already in field goal range if you're the Cowboys. Their kicker goes to the 46, 2 through 6, 11, 12. Best in the game, 13 yards up to the 31. The downside of the Dallas kicker is he doesn't improve much until you get to, the 10-yard line.
Really?
Yeah. He's great from 63. He's as good as from 63 as he is from 40. Guessed wrong to Witten. Saints catch a break, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, these are big plays with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, every play is a big one right now. If you're the Saints, you really can't let one through. Nice run defense, stops them for 4 yards. No linebackers. That's a nice. In most, 70% of the teams, that's a short gain.
Elliott about to go over 100 yards.
And here we go, 3rd and 6. Dallas might be looking short here. They don't trust Forbath from this range. Yep, go short.
I kind of expected a
He
flat
gets
there.
the first down.
Look at that. Big play, big play.
Wasn't much opportunity to get it.
No,
You got it. Big catch. Getting into decent Forbath range here, which is really important. Let's take a look at that. Oh, well, never mind. Touchdown, Cooper.
We got a long pass here. 21-yard touchdown to Amari Cooper. And so that's going to require a whole different level of pacing by Dan with the Saints offense.
Desperation time.
Well, I don't know if it's necessary. It's kind of desperation time, but really, you have plenty of time for 2 good drives and a relatively fast stop on defense.
Oh, for sure. Scoring a stop here.
Plenty of time left.
Scoring a stop here into a
No margin for error.
odd. You can't take your time here.
Nope.
You might go straight to the deep one and gets 43 with Cook.
Oh,
Again. Every time poor Jared Cook catches the ball, I mention that he doesn't fumble. that was the key play of the game last week.
Yeah, it was.
Saints had
cleared the concussion protocol for this week. Very happy about that.
Yeah. I think the whole world's happy about that.
Wow, see, look at we're inside the 15 now, and he still has over 7 minutes left. This is beautiful. I mean, Saints are still in great shape if they can they're going to have to get
So, 1 or 2 here. Oh, sacked. Dallas has the fumble.
Oh,
backbreaking.
Oh, that's a backbreaker. Who got that? Michael Bennett.
On a 16.
Former Seahawk.
Chance of a sack. Gets the sack on an 8 reading. And comes up.
Pound Zeke, aren't you? Right?
What's that?
It's time to pound Zeke. But no, short pass. That's big penalty.
Oh, yeah, that's what you needed. Two yards for Zeke.
18.
2nd and 18. Four, 3. Playing it straight. Draw to Elliott. Gets 7. 3rd and 11.
Yep.
Within short pass range now.
I would be inclined to run it if I was Dallas. Only 5:24 left now, and he still needs 2 scores. Keep the clock moving. Get a chance maybe to break it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Be nervous about.
I would have no problem with that, Paul. Instead, goes short. 4-man gets the first down.
Wow. Well, Harlan has the stones that I lack, clearly.
Overcomes the 1st and 20.
So I just realized Harlan, like me, is a 3 seed, so we might have a pair of 3 seeds win tonight.
New Orleans has got to find a stop somehow, and about now. Guessed right. Zeke loses 2. Another 3rd and long. Harlan has to feel confident here just to wheel it back and hope for a short pass guessed right completion.
Yeah, I'd say this is do or die. You got to make the 3rd down stop.
Gets 5, so now he's got the stop.
Do we have a punt returner that can do some magic over there?
Mm-hmm. Kicks away to him. Bad punt. Here's the return. It's a fair catch. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah. So, yeah, now you're in trouble. Too much. Too little time, too much to have to get done.
Mara gets 4. Establish that flat pass at this point. It's sort of like establishing the run. You hope the defense reacts to it, and it opens up a long pass opportunity. And run.
No catches on the day for Kamara. He's got more catches than he has runs.
Yeah. Wide fullback. 2 men deep. Still gets the catch. 55 yards.
How about that?
Down inside the 10.
Game's not over. You hit that pass, game's not over.
The warning now.
Yeah. Need to punch it in pretty quick. You get the touchdown here, Anthony. You go for 2. When you're down 15 and you got 2 scores, do you like to go for 2 or save it till later?
A nice double team. It's like flipping a coin. Go for 2 here. Know what you got. Know what you have to deal with. Is what I would do.
Yeah, that's why I do it too. I like to know ahead of time how much I need to pace myself.
And there's a touchdown.
Wow, another long game, by the way.
Yeah. No flags down. And I assume he's going to go for 2 here, knowing this coach. Yep.
And then I assume you onside here, right?
What's up?
You onside this one, probably?
Take Ginn out for a while. With 3 timeouts, you don't have to.
I know, and that's why I was curious what you would do. I think
Depends on the kicker. You got to know your opponent's kicker pretty well. He onsides it 0 yards. Now they got the 46.
Wow.
So
3 timeouts. You gotta get the 3 and out, or this game is really over.
yeah, it's true. Yeah. You don't need to know the kicker. 1:30 left. Guessed wrong. Gets 5. Holding on Dallas. He takes it down to the yards. He takes the yards, 1st and 20, which is the right call. So that's what you would have picked up a free timeout and the down there if you would have declined that, but I completely understand. Only 1 yard, gets the reading he needs there. Uses the timeout, 2nd and 19.
So he did convert that 2-point conversion, I see.
Yeah. Short pass got wrong. Has Zeke properly keyed? I don't think so. No, just right. 2 yards. 3rd and 17. I know what you would do here, Tim, in a punt. You'd be fucking corner it.
Yes, you do. I might play it safe. I did throw deep on 1 3rd and 20.
Guess
So I
pass.
didn't get it in a long pass all day.
Nice. I'm guessing pass and just keep making sure my contain is in order.
Line bug draw.
4th and 1.
All right. It's punt time. You got 60 seconds. A punt return. Do you punt this out of bounds? Yeah, you probably do at this point where you're at. Coffin corner.
He doesn't. Here's a chance for Deontay Harris. Here's a chance.
Yeah, you got to punt that out of bounds. That's weird.
He doesn't. Oh, that's the 4.
So 90 yards, 52 seconds, no timeouts. The way he's hitting those long passes, you never know.
Yep. Odie, 2 men in the zone, except
Straight
5.
to the long pass.
I have no problem going deep every time here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, you're probably going to have to hit 2 of them. So, and you have no timeouts. So, yeah, I mean, maybe I might, keep an eye on the linebackers, drop in a flat, see if I can't sneak in something that gets me closer to midfield. But
with that Breeze card, though, you're just better off going deep. You get the long gain on 9, I think.
Fair point.
Yeah, it depends on your QB's card. He's got the card to just go deep and hope for the best.
Well, 37 seconds left. I think that's what we're going to see here.
You might start seeing some doubling from the linebackers at this point. You do, and there you go.
Double team Cook this time.
No flag.
Linebacker. Wow, almost 40 yards passing for Desert Blue.
Yeah. Picked. That'll do it.
Yeah. There it is. Dallas again.
So it's Dallas versus the Falcons. Philadelphia will take on the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle.
Well, we've had 3 4 games so far in the playoffs.
I'm going to invite them to join the broadcast for post-game discussion. Yeah, that's a Dan. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. 2 steps ahead. I mean, Dallas seemed to be that way. They're just the offense anyway. Take a look at the final stats here. 426 to 382. New Orleans outstatted Dallas.
Well,
Turnovers, 1 fumble for New Orleans, 1 pick for New Orleans.
so a 2-0 turnover advantage in a game you lose by 7 points. That's big. Harlan says, I'm glad you don't have another 2 minutes.
Dallas is a pretty strong team. I mean, to be honest, they should be the favorite in Atlanta. They're trying to sandbag.
You guys did or did not play during the regular season?
We have not played during the regular season.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Line. Dallas is a very strong offensive line. Not many blitzing opportunities for the Falcons, which makes the Falcons vulnerable. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know how the Falcons end up with the number one defense, but it's going to be difficult to
Well, I
to
noticed
contain.
that. I figure a lot of that's got to be your blitzers, right?
Yep. And I'm not
You can keep somebody in check pretty well, you know.
Hey, Dan. Represent the NFC South, Dan. Let's see if we have anybody knocking at the door. Yeah, love to see Harlan here. We can get him. Here he is.
Here we go.
Hey, Harlan.
Am I in?
Harlan. Can you hear us?
Yes. Hey
Congratulations.
guys. Thanks.
Nice win.
Well done, Harlan.
It was a tough one.
Well, your offense. We're going. It was a very close game in Kansas City, so we were really jumping a lot back and forth. But from what we could tell, your offense really dictated this game. It was the Cowboys' offense that set the tone. Dan said that he sort of stayed 2 steps ahead. I interpreted that as sort of a comment on your offensive performance. He had no answers for a while, and that put him in comeback mode. What was the key to the Dallas offense today?
Well, I think the key is one that when he guesses pass, I need to be able to get some decent gains out of Zeke. I think Zeke hit over 100 yards rushing, so that forces him to stay a little bit honest. But the other tight ends, I can mix it up. I don't need to just focus on one guy, but you focus on one guy, your opponent can take him out. So I just tried to mix it up. And, I think I did get a lot of, good rolls on short passes, even when he guessed right. So that always helps. I think in the first half, even when I guessed wrong, he wasn't getting the best rolls. So that kind of hurt his momentum. And then when he was coming back, go ahead.
Well,
when he was coming back, that was a big sack fumble or whatever. Wasn't it a sack fumble in the second half when he was – that was a big momentum changer. And there was one time I think Zeke fumbled, and I recovered my own fumble. So, that could have shifted the game the other way too. So, it always comes down to a few –
Notice that looks like you ran 12 times, passed 47. I have not followed your team that closely or cross-conference for me. Is that a ratio that is not representative or even maybe close to representative of what you've done all year? And if it was different, what about this game made you pass more?
What are you saying? I ran how many times and passed?
12 times. I see 12 runs and 47 passes. I'm just curious if that kind of –
So you're looking at New Orleans. I ran 34 times and passed 34 times, I think.
Oh,
you're looking at the Saints.
You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. That would be a question for the Saints. I was looking at the Saints. I'm sorry.
I think he kind of got into where he felt he had to pass when he got behind. Kamara doesn't have the best guessed wrong column. What's that?
Did you go up 21-0? I'm looking at the score. I was in my own game.
No, I think it was 14-0, 14-7.
Okay. So he was
21.
Never by 3. He was never behind by really 3 scores.
No. Yeah, and he scored there in early in the fourth quarter, and he was only down 8 points.
Yeah.
So that was a big drive that we had to come back and answer that. Otherwise, that could have been a different outcome of this game.
Sure.
But, it's strat, so you never know how it's going to work out.
It seems Zeke peaking in the first half. Zeke he hit a short gain right on third down, was it?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that-
he didn't get runs when he guessed wrong, but the one time he did guess right, I think I got a short gain on a
Yep.
10 or 11 roll. I don't remember what it was. So that's how strat works out sometimes.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. The notice that Witten catch was capped at 33. That would have been a touchdown. I think you got a touchdown on drive anyway, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like even when you didn't get the breaks, you were still getting deep. Every time I looked in, the Cowboys were in the red zone.
33 yards is a long way for Witten to run at his age, so you got to cut him some slack.
Yeah, that's true. So, give us some thought on your use of Forbath. And you had a couple third and mediums. It looked like you were playing 2-down territory, even in the 20s. Were you playing 4 downs, or were you?
No, sometimes you just figure that he's going to be gussing the pass, and then he might leave a flat pass zone open or something, and you might get lucky in a zero band. I mean, I think you just got to mix it up and not be predictable. Maybe that's not the best call according to the odds, but I think you just got to mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I know I was surprised. Like toward the end of the game, you had a punt. I don't know, maybe 4 minutes left. Anthony might remember more than me. And you went ahead and kicked it to a kick returner that could take it back for a touchdown. I was kind of surprised you push that thing out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize he could take it back for a touchdown. I guess my scouting wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That happens.
and we don't have Dan on the line, but that decision to onside it at the end, to me that's a coin flip, so you can go either way.
Yeah, I was wondering, but I you can't blame him for. And usually in strat, it seems like from my end, it's like, okay, this is one of those games where he's going to get that onside kick, because when it starts going against you, you just sometimes you feel there's nothing you can do. But luckily, I got it. And then I thought, I think I might have tried to pass one time, but the big thing is try to get him so he doesn't have any timeouts left if he gets the ball. So that was I figured I wasn't probably going to rather get him rid of his timeouts, than give him the ball back with 2 timeouts, because I tried to get a first down and didn't by passing it. So you can go the other way too. Maybe the next game I'll have to go the other way, because now I'm talking to Atlanta and telling them what my strategy was.
Speaking of your next game, talk to us about your next team and what you think your odds are and how you feel about your matchup.
Geez, it's going to be a tough one. I mean, Atlanta really they've got a hell of a pass rush, it looks like.
We do, but
So-
we have an offensive line. I mean, the matchups are not favoring. We'll see what the Atlanta coach here. We'll see what.
I think your run defense is pretty good too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, run defense is good. But you just faced a solid run defense, really, too. You hit a bunch of 7 readings, no linebacker with a couple of yards, where against most teams you'd have hit a short gain, and you'll find that to be true against Atlanta too. But you still managed 113 yards for Zeke on 28 carries, and you can't ask for more than that. And that was against a good run.
And really, without a lot of short gains. I mean, he maybe had 1 or 2 short gains, but there was a lot of 4, 5, 6 yard gains in there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, next week should be interesting. Looking forward to the matchup. We haven't faced each other this year.
No,
You guys had a playoff matchup before? Have you guys ever faced each other in the playoffs?
I think we did a long time ago, didn't we? I mean, how long have you had Atlanta?
Since 2007. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
think we played each other in the playoffs once. I think.
Yep, I think so.
I haven't
think
made the playoffs that many times, honestly. This is like my 5th time making the playoffs.
the curse of owning the Falcons is that you can get into the playoffs, but it's hard to get farther than that.
Well, you've done it. What was their record last year?
What's
7-9. What was Atlanta's record last year?
yeah,
2009.
I think 6 wins, right? 6 or 7 wins. Yeah. So I'm going to have to find a way. It's I'm most concerned about the defensive side of the ball, actually, more than the offensive side. Usually, Ryan can find the spots.
You have the number 1 defense in the league there, Anthony.
Yep. Yep. But But when you face the offensive line the Cowboys have, it's it takes away our base strategy. So you might see some different strategies next week from the Falcons. They're going to have to come up with something different than what we usually do. Usually we're a blitz 70% of the time, 80% of the time team, probably the highest percentage in the league. And it probably will not be effective next week if I had to guess. But we'll see. I'll flip the matchups closer.
Or he could be setting you up, Harlan, and he's going to blitz the hell out of you.
One little can change all that.
Dak might be running for his life next week.
Broadcaster's privilege to lay a trail of breadcrumbs to what he thinks you're going to do.
So how did your game end up, Tim? You played tonight?
Man, I won 17-10.
Oh, wow.
And didn't move the ball offensively, but, just his offense is just really not very good. And so I sat like a turtle in a shell, didn't blitz, didn't double team hardly at all, just kept in the 4-3, mixed in a nickel, and just made sure that he was going to have to work for it, and then did enough offensively with my struggling offense to barely slip by. And it's been
17 points for your team. That's a really wow. It's almost like you got shut out.
It felt like I was getting shut out. Let me just tell you. Peter called a great game. He had a good blend of double teaming receivers and kept me off balance. And I know Anthony was talking about, I was running at halftime. I already had 10 carries and over 50 yards for both of my running backs. I was a little bit afraid to pass. He's got these great blitzers and some propensity to cause turnovers, and I just wasn't moving the ball enough to have any confidence that I could afford a turnover, or even a sack, or I was just being real cautious.
No, but did a pretty good job.
Oop, didn't hear that.
The Saints this year. I think he started out like 1 and beat him 36-0. You there?
Oh yeah,
that 36-0 game, that still baffles me that Atlanta did that.
happened to me too.
That's way too good of an offense to shut them down like that.
And then lost 40-20 in the rematch, but yeah, that was a shocker. All the dice went Atlanta's way on that in that game. Yeah, New Orleans started out 1-3 before before turning it on. Good
3 straight losses, but to pretty good teams, to start that season. There, Rams and Seahawks and obviously the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, congrats, Harlan. Anything else, guys?
Well, the Cowboys were only 8-8 last year, but they have their wins were a lot of blowouts and they lost a lot of close ones. So they're carded like they're not carded like an 8-8 team, if you ask me. Of course, next year is going to be a completely different story with Andy Dalton leading the way. And our defense is going to be terrible. So you got to enjoy this year while it still lasts.
Yeah, I would agree with you. The team
What's
does
that?
not look like. I would agree with you. The team does not look like an 8-8 team in cards at all.
Even its defense, a lot of times Dallas.
From the beginning, you always had Dallas.
No, when I first started out, I think I had the Lions for a couple weeks, and then I had the Vikings for a couple weeks, and then Dallas became available. And I'm more of a Packer fan. I live in Wisconsin, but I've always kind of had liked Dallas a little bit because I grew up in the 70s. Remember the Roger Staubach era? Packers were terrible. The Cowboys typically made the playoffs, and they were always beating the Vikings, who I hated when I was a kid. I don't hate the Vikings as much anymore, but when I was a kid, man, I hated the Vikings. Watching Fran Tarkenton run around back there and light up the Packers like twice a year, that was tough to watch. But then the Cowboys would find a way to beat them. It was like, oh, this is awesome. Plus, one of my grandfathers was from like the Dallas area, so he was long out of Texas. But so I think the Cowboys are my second team. So it's fun to coach a team that you kind of like a little bit, even though they're usually Cowboys are known for disappointing people at the end of the season. So that's just how it is.
Harlan, and I apologize. I should know this, and I don't. But what is the farthest you've been in the playoffs prior to this year?
I think the divisional round. I think I've won a playoff game before, and then lost the second round.
So if you win this week in the NFC Championship game, that would be your first, correct?
Right. Yep.
What about you, Anthony?
One Super Bowl appearance against the Ravens.
Okay.
Must have been 2011 or 2012.
Okay.
As far as we've gotten two CLY championships, but no wins with the big one yet.
Yeah, I got a couple COI championships too. But there's a pretty tough remaining field in the NFC. It's like, whoever wins the game between Anthony and I gets to face either Dennis or Bruce, and that's no easy task.
That's right.
The combined IRL records of the teams left in the NFC, right? Dallas, Seattle, and Atlanta. I don't think any of them got 10 wins in real life, correct?
Dallas had 8. What it was Seattle, 9-7?
I think so. Something like that. I can check here. But not particularly strong teams. Let's see. Team scoring comparison. Seahawks were 11-5 in actual. Okay. 11-5. Finished 12-4 in the replay. I know Atlanta was under 500. Dallas right around 500, right? And
then 8-8. Philly was like 9-7, I want to say.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Eagles 9-7. Yeah, I mean not very strong. Not very strong teams in terms of win-loss. So we got some dark horses this year in the NFC, which has to make the AFC team salivate a little bit.
I think the AFC, the division winners were the same 4 teams that won the division that year.
Oh, that's nice.
Across the board.
Anything else, guys, before we wrap it up?
Shout out to the NFC East because all 4 NFC East teams had better records in Strat than they had in real life in 2019.
Nice. Oh, that's good. Probably going to be a low bar to clear next year.
Right. Actually, I almost like coaching. They're like 500 or below because there feels like there's less pressure. The couple times Cowboys have been like 13-3, then you feel like there's a lot of pressure every time you play because then you have to win, to show that you coach as good as the team. But when your team was 8-8 or 6-10, and it's like, well, you just enjoy every win because there are no expectations.
Right, exactly. Hey, how's next Wednesday for you, Harlan?
Big win for you tonight.
Next Wednesday? I think it should work. Maybe we'll just email back and forth. I got to make sure. But as far as most weeknights, like after 7 o'clock Central, I think I'm available. So.
Okay. Yep.
I'll email you to confirm.
Okay. Sounds good.
So is there still one playoff game left to be played?
One left.
We have Denver Denver versus the Titans on Tuesday night.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, guys.
Coach of the Year games to be played. I don't know that any have been played or even scheduled as far as I can tell, but as far as the Wildcard playoff round, we'll play the Tuesday night game.
I think, all that guy's going to be healthy next week. I can't remember. I think one guy got injured tonight, but just for the rest of the game. I can't remember. I can't remember if Quinn was out for 2 games or he was out for 1.
I think you don't have Quinn next week. Yeah, no Quinn next week, and that's it. That's all you got. The Falcons are healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No Quinn for the Cowboys.
That can change after one play.
Sure can.
Yeah, and he had Murray out tonight. I don't know how big of a factor Murray is. I mean, he's had a lot of carries this year, so I mean that hurt him a little bit. But
you had a ton of injuries in your game, Tim, but they were just the Pittsburgh D was. All right, guys. Well, thank you very
All
much.
right. Well, you guys have a good rest of your weekend.
All right, enjoy it.
You
Thanks,
too.
everybody.
That's our. We'll talk to you guys later.
Good night.
Bye now.
Bye.
That'll end the broadcast.
Okay.
Have a good day.